I normally start off my videos with a corny comment or a joke or just a bland intro of what the video is going to be about for that given day. But today I want to use this time just to say rest in peace to head coach Mike Leach. He is one of the biggest innovators of the passing offense in modern football. You know, when I first got into strategy content, one of the things that I really started to look at were air raid passing concepts, run and shoot, just to get a better idea of how football worked from a passing and a coverage basis. And he was a name that constantly popped up, and the game of football lost a really influential coach, and you know, he's got a coaching tree that will continue on his legacy, and just want to send my condolences out. Not that they'll be seen by the family, but put that out there because he is someone that has been an impact on, you know, how I've tried to learn the game. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be showing you guys how to shut off route abilities when your opponents are lined up in trip sets. This is a pretty good one. Let's get into it. What is up, guys? Zam from the Zam Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to show you guys how to create a match coverage that does not get impacted by route abilities. This is something that is really important because as you guys know, trip sets, a lot of players will beat match coverage by running specific route combos that basically will light up and create separation against safeties. And this can be problematic because it makes the sideline very difficult to guard. So what we're going to do here, the only thing you really need to do here is you need to go into your coaching adjustments and turn on match. That's it. Turn on match. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to choose a non-match based play. Now, if you guys want to learn the rules of match, I have a match game plan over on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. It goes over the rules of quarters, palms, cover 6, cover 9, all the different hybrid style match coverages to help you guys understand what the responsibilities of all those defenders are against various formations. Now, a lot of players will go to a trip style set, which makes running the match game plan a little bit tougher. So that's where this tip today comes in. You guys can get that game plan and every other game plan on the website, as well as the vault content, well over 100 videos so far in Madden 23 for just $9.95 a month. And that includes Discord server access with other members of the community and lab sessions every Wednesday. So let's go ahead and show you guys how this works. What we do is we call this quarter man quarter. And what this is this is a special way of basically running palms. And we're basically going to create the palms adjustments, but make it so route abilities can't light up. What we'll do here is we will call double in sail. This is a play that a lot of players like to run. You know, this is something that traditionally does get open against, you know, like quarters or, you know, different types of defenses. You know, you'll often see this guy light up and then run to the sideline. A lot of players will throw this pretty routinely. Now, right there, I didn't really set up an actual corner route, but you guys know how short and elite route tech, those types of things can light up pretty routinely. So a route ability against match could be a problem. But what's really cool about this is that you can actually play what is called quarter, where you put your outside corner into a quarter zone. And we'll show that there. You will man up the middle player in a trips look, and then you will take the safety and put him on an inside quarter. So now you have this adjustment that basically turns that trip side into match. Now, the cool thing from there is you can go ahead and change the coverage however you see fit. You know, I traditionally would play a middle third because, again, what will end up happening is this guy is really going to end up playing match on this guy, so it's not really a deep zone on the left. So you have something deep in the middle, and then you can kind of end up, you know, playing your coverage, you know, to the right side however you see fit. Now, I'm in over G, so sometimes the safeties go and they crisscross. You could run this concept out of anything, but really with this type of defense, you've got the right side of the field, you got zone. So if the tight end runs, you know, something deep, you've got a deep zone over there. You've got the flat. In the event that they want to throw a check down, you could always turn that into a hard flat. Obviously my adjustments are flipping the field here, but this is, you know, something you could run, and you basically just take anything that crosses from the tight end or the running back. So now when we go ahead and run this concept, what I want you to pay attention to is how none of the route abilities light up, particularly Cooper Kupp. And Cooper Kupp has short and elite, which you guys know is a ability that definitely does light up against man or match style coverages. And you're going to see right here that it doesn't. And you see how Minka Fitzpatrick is in a perfect spot where if they throw that, that's going to be a very tough read. So let's go ahead and run that again here. We'll just run a streak, a corner, and a flat. And again, the adjustments on this are outside corner and a quarter, middle is going to man up on middle, and safety is going to play a quarter. So it looks like this. Now, again, if I were to go ahead and try to throw this, route to Cooper Kupp, you're going to see that it is matched, and I won't be able to complete that. There's no light up, there's no separation to the sideline, there's none of that. So quarter man quarter, this is a way that you're going to be able to create this pretty easily. Now, the cool thing about this is this applies to not just like trips tight end or tray wide flex type formations, it applies to empty as well. So I know a lot of you guys struggle with empty, whether it's an empty tray stack or empty base flex, or, there's a variety of different empty formations in this game, but this rule set applies to this as well. So let's say, for instance, that we are facing somebody who is running empty and we wanted to go ahead and get after them in this. So let's say maybe we're worried about, the tight end running, a deep outbreaking pattern, to the sideline. Maybe we're running a whip and then, something like this, right? We've all seen people basically run this concept all the time. Well, on the trip side, you could go quarter, man on right bumper, and then inside quarter, and your defense looks like this. Now, in terms of what you would do over here on the right side, you can customize this however you see fit as well. Common threat is usually that little fade to the inside receiver, so maybe we man that up. Now, in this situation, you've got the ability to basically focus on the twin side, because if they try to sail that tight end out to the left side, you see that Minkah Fitzpatrick is going to completely shut that down and pick it off. There's no short and elite light up from that Todd Heap item. There's no separation at all. Now, this isn't just sideline routes as well. Let's say that Todd Heap wanted to run like a deep crossing route, and maybe we were running off the coverage here on the right side of the field. Maybe we do something kind of crazy like, this, right? If you are running quarter man quarter on this side, the cool thing about this is going to be that I don't have to cover that crosser. Now, a lot of players don't really throw crossers, but I just want to show you in principle how this behaves. You can just see here that that crossing route to A is going to be matched as well. And I'm pretty sure I forgot to man up the middle guy right there. So again, it's quarter, man on the middle guy, and then quarter again. So outside quarter, man up right bumper. I think I just pressed the wrong button. And then this. So again, if he were to run, like say a post or, any type of route that, has the threat of, crossing the field, you don't actually have to be on it. You can just kind of sit underneath of it and just let it go. And you see right there that Minkah matches the snot out of it. I can, sit down underneath and we're in a good spot. So it doesn't matter whether the route combo breaks outside or inside, you're going to be in a spot where quarter man quarter can handle this for you and, be able to handle trip sets. Now, I want to leave you guys with this one final thought. This is a trips check only. So this will work against trips tight end, tray wide flex, empty trip sides, U trips. However, if somebody decides to motion away from this, you have to be flexible. You have to be flexible. So it's always really, really important to make sure that you guys have audibles that you are comfortable with in your audible set. So for instance, let's go back to big nickel. I'll set quarters, for instance. Let's say that we come out in quarter man quarter on a trip set. So we're worried about, the flood or whatever. And we go quarter, man, quarter. This is fine as long as they're in trips. But the minute they decide to motion anybody away from this check will fall apart. So if I were to go ahead and snap this ball, you're going to see that now Cooper Kupp is not going to end up being matched. It's actually zone. And you see that he is clearly wide open on that sideline, provided that the pressure didn't get to me on this play. So what ends up happening when you're doing something like that is you need to be prepared for maybe a check. So let's say that you're in quarter man quarter and they go to motion. So they motion monk across. This is the moment where you're going to check into something like quarters. So that way now you're back in a conventional match coverage that allows you to be able to, play the route combo that they're trying to set up. In a lot of cases, they're going to mesh the middle of the field. They're going to run off and flood to a different sideline. You're going to want to be able to have a match coverage that you can rely on. So in this situation, make sure that you get out of this, get into something more comfortable. It could be base man to man, 2-man under, quarters, whatever it is your fallback plan, cover 3 match. Maybe you check into a blitz, whatever it is that you want to check into. Just make sure that you're prepared for the motion because it does turn off the matching components of this tip. So it's a trips check only. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. If you guys are wanting more content, head over to gridirongameplans.gg. $9.95 per month unlocks the entire website. And you guys definitely don't want to miss out on the emergency vault update that I put out and I talked about already in this video, because it is absolutely massive. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.